Hello everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming and welcome to Oakfield here on Farming Simulator 17. So Oakfield is a map by OxygenDavid on behalf of Frontier Designs and you guys should be getting this very soon. So if you enjoyed my Sandy Bay series back along, I think it was like a few series ago now, I know a lot of people enjoyed that. This is basically going to be like that. So if you enjoyed that, stay tuned. This is going to be my realistic series. Now when I say realistic, I mean by my knowledge, not realistic what happens in real life. So I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. So if you can give me any advice in the comment section, feel free, as long as you don't do it like an idiot. Just do it nicely, and we'll all get along. It'll be fine. So we have a lot of mods installed, which is hopefully going to take us to the next level. We've got Seasons that's back due to high demand. We have MR mod, and we also have a couple other things as well, including due to high demand, the Gearbox mod. Yes, a lot of people have been asking for the Gearbox mod to come back. So basically, the story behind this is that we work for another farm. So we're based down here in the second yard, but we work for the guy that owns the main yard. So we don't own the farm, we're just workers, but we do live down here. We're in charge of this little section down here, which is Oak Glen Farm, not Oakfield. So Oakfield is there, the owner, and yeah, basically you get the idea. This was established 2010. That must have been when they bought this side out. So with that said, today we're using Seasons mod. So we have to start off with what we were left with. So we're going to go to field 34 today. You can see that on the right hand side of the map there, and that needs cultivating. Now we do have a power harrow down here, as you can see, but we're not going to be using it today. We've also got a plow as well. Now the reason we've got some big equipment down here, like the seed drill for example is pretty big, the plow is pretty big, what's that, a 6-furrow plow, and we've only got tractors like this, is because like I said, we are owned by the other farms, so we can go ahead and borrow some equipment off those guys. Here's our sprayers, we've got our muck spreader here and our slurry spreader as well. Up here's our other tractors. We've got the old shape New Holland baler. This is the BB960. We've got the Gyrax straw blower. We've got the TW35. Glad this thing's back. We've also got a T6 blue power as well. Though a lot of people don't really like these tractors, but I love it. This is a really good mod as well. This isn't the in-game one. This is the mod version that is available on the mod hub. So with that said, let's go ahead and we need to drive to the other yard. So first of all, we're starting off by not actually using any of our old equipment, which is a bit of a random thing to be doing, but we need to get these filled to work. So we're going to jump into, we could take the pickup truck, but just for entertainment reasons, we're going to be jumping in to the TW25, sorry, which is actually, I don't know why it says that. This should be a 35. It says 35 on the side. I think that might be a bug. Let's go ahead and reset the head tracking real quick. We're going to boot it up. And as you can see on the right hand side of the screen there, we do have the Gearbox mod finally. So I'm not 100% sure on the different types of gearboxes and stuff. So you guys feel free to let me know in the comment section. This one's probably the strangest one because it goes, if I just put the clutch in a minute, we've got H2, 3, 4, and it goes back to 1, sorry, and then up to 2 and 3. But it's not repeating itself because you can see the top speed there on that H2 is 3.7 miles per hour. Whereas that one's 11.11 miles per hour. So no idea what that is. Maybe you guys can tell me. We do have a manual clutch as well. So for example, now if I put it into gear, rev, my clutch is in at the moment. You see it revs, but nothing happens. And then if I let go of the clutch, we'll start crawling forward. So you can kind of see the clutch there. It says clutch. If I let go of it, you can see it going up and down there. So 100% is when the clutch is engaged, and 0% is when my foot's on. So enjoy that. Bit of an extra bonus for you guys. Now, there is a bit of an argument going on between this and MR mod, I think, because they both have tyre slip, which is a bit strange. So we only need the clutch to pull off, I believe. And then we'll go into H3, which is our top gear. So the actual speed on this thing, when you're not using Gearbox mod, is 18 miles per hour. But for some reason, with MR, it's only... with the Gearbox mod, sorry, it's only 14. Not sure how to get to... I don't know if there's a H4 that I can't get to, but apparently not, because this is... all the controls are mapped out properly, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, let's take the TW down, because this is my little baby. We'll take this down to... oh gosh, I forgot to put the clutch in then. Where should we... maybe we can pull off an H3, maybe. In fact, we could do... we might be able to pull off an H1. Call this our road gear. So there is a low range as well, which I've got mapped out. So when we're on the field and stuff, we'll go into the low range. Like so. We don't need beacons. We're going pretty slow, but I don't think we're going to need beacons. So also, Merry Christmas. It's obviously not Christmas yet. This is going out on Wednesday. Look at that. Top speed, 40 miles an hour. Not great. I don't know how to get the extra 4 miles per hour out of this, but not to worry. I have my Christmas trousers on. My Christmas trousers. Christmas tree shaped SpongeBob. I don't know why I have these. My nan bought them for me. No idea why, but I thought I'd wear them anyway. So Merry Christmas. This is my input into Christmas. I was going to get some decorations for the desk, but I decided against that. So yeah, welcome to Oakfield. Sorry it's been a while since I uploaded farms. I've just been waiting for this map. I've been playing this map off camera, and then by the time it comes to record, I've just not been in the mood for it. So yeah, now we've got Oakfield, I can find you this. This is also a day late, because I did record this video on Monday, but it wasn't a very good recording, so I decided to delete it and start over. I don't like putting videos out for you guys just for the sake of it, because I'm not in this for money or anything. I just do it for fun, so I'm not going to put out a terrible video for you guys to watch. I thought I'd start from scratch. Now this thing's going to take a while to get there, so we need to drive to the other yard. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to skip it, because it's a new map and you guys probably want to see it all in its glory. So I'm going to time-lapse this until we get to the main yard. I'll see you guys in a second. Probably got our beacon on, since we're going so slow. I think you need to have it on anything up to 30 miles per hour. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, I'll drive down and I'll see you guys in a sec. Right, get ready, so we're coming in through the back entrance of the farm now, just a little bit quicker, especially in a tractor this slow. Let's go ahead and switch down to H2 here. I keep forgetting we have to put the clutch in. So this is the back entrance of the farm. You may have saw this in my first look, or somebody else's. I know Landy did one, and I believe Daggerwin did as well. Right, just go ahead and jump out of here real quick. My voice went then. And we'll get this gate open, which apparently I haven't mapped out properly. Dang it. Okay, let's use the mouse then. I thought I'd map this out to my wheel, but apparently not. So whilst we're here, also a big shout out to Mark Armstrong. I'm sure most of you guys, look how beautiful that tractor is. I'm sure most of you guys know who he is by now. He's been trying to help me get set up the triple screens, because you guys have always seen the triple screens on the wheel cam. Triple screens on the wheel cam, but I've never actually got them working as one big screen sort of thing. So he's been helping me, but unfortunately I've still not got it working. Something weird's going on in my computer, and even Mark doesn't know why. But big shout out to him anyway, because we've sort of got it working in ETS. It's just I need to fix the FOV and stuff. So anyway, we've got another gate to go through. Now I'm going to leave this open, because I believe we're going to come back out this way. I also have the handbrake on now, as you can see there, handbrake G27. So I'm glad that's back. That's something I missed from FS15. Right, let's get this gate open as well, and that should be us done now. Get it open all the way. So Churchbow's not going off now. That must only go off at certain times. Look at the suspension working there. So for those of you that don't know what MR is basically more realistic. Makes the game and the physics and stuff a little bit more realistic. Where's the handbrake button? There it is. I'm not used to this just yet. Let's go. I reckon we can pull off in H1. There we go. Clutch in. Cool. And then we're in top gear already. So yeah, basically as you can see the suspension working there. We also have to pay attention to our horsepower. Weight also matters. So if we're going down a hill with a big heavy trailer on, we have to work hard on the brakes, because it's not just going to stop like it normally would. So yeah, a lot of things to think about. So it's quite a realistic series, so if you like the more arcadey stuff, it's probably going to be the one for you, the series for you. But if you enjoyed the Sandy Bay series, then you're probably going to like this. But like I said, this is the start of the Let's Play, so the start of my series, well, not my series, the start of any series in general is usually not as fun, because we have to do what they give us, basically. Just doing a little bit of third person here, because I like seeing the 4TW is a beautiful tractor. There's the combine shed there. There's two harvesters now. We've got a forage harvester and a combine. A lot of you guys will be pleased to know that is the class Lexion. That is back. We haven't used that since Sandy Bay, ironically. Didn't do that on purpose. It's just a coincidence. We are going to be using one of their tractors today. So this is the main farm. If you guys haven't seen it yet, let's get a beacon light off now. So like I said, this isn't our equipment, but we can use it, and there is our equipment ready to go. So they said we can take the John Deere today with their cultivator, because there's no point in putting a tiny power harrow on the back of that. Let's go ahead and park this here. We'll put her into neutral. Handbrake on. Oh, didn't want that. And we'll jump out. I don't think we can close the door from the outside of this. No, we can't, so we'll leave it closed. And we'll jump in to the John Deere. So we've also got, that's our telehandler on this map. This is the class Scorpion 7055, and we also have the Challenger. Don't think we need anything that powerful today. Maybe if we're ploughing or something for the 6 furrow. But yeah, this is what they've said we can take today. This is the 8400R John Deere with the Horsch. Is this a Horsch? Yeah, it's the Horsch Torano 5FM cultivator. So nothing too special. It's a little bit big, but I do see a lot around me, so I kind of like this shape. It's not the... Is this the small one? I can't remember. This might be the bigger one, it might be the smaller one. But let's go ahead and jump in to the John Deere. I believe I've actually mapped out the button. Yes, I have. Cool. We'll jump in. Haven't mapped out any way to do IC yet, because that's not a thing. Now this, once again, has a different type of gearbox, so this is going to be interesting. But before we do that, let's get it turned on. See the black smoke pouring out there as we boot her up. Now I can go ahead and shift. We'll lift the front of this up. As you can see, we can do that with the AR. Not really sure what the point in that is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section. I'll go back into camera mode here. Alright, are we ready to go? I believe we are. So let's go ahead and... What's the quickest way to our field, actually? So we want to go to field 34. So the quickest way is probably... I don't think there is a quick way. We'll go on the main road, I think, which is straightforward. That's probably going to be the easiest one. Let's go ahead and put her into gear. So I don't understand this type of gearbox. This one's even more confusing than the T-dub. So we have gears, and then we have P, which I don't know what the P stands for. So we can choose what gear it's in, but then it does its own automatic thing through the gears, if that makes sense. So that's obviously what the P means, but like I said, I have no idea what that stands for. Let's get this gate open real quick. Neutral. Handbrake on just so it doesn't crawl away. Let's go ahead and jump out of here real quick. Get this gate open. So there's a couple of things I forgot to map out, unfortunately. IC, I ain't got no... nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. There's no way to do the IC. But I thought I had gates mapped out onto my wheel, but apparently not. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. And away we go. Handbrake off. Put it back into gear. We should be able to pull away in G3 here. Cool. Right, let's go ahead and indicate out of here. We'll get our beacon lights on. And what way are we going out of here? We are going... We're going left. Yeah, left. It's confusing reading the map upside down. And we'll take the John Deere for a drive. So once again, welcome back. Hope you guys are well. We've not actually done any farming yet, but this is just the introduction, the pilot episode, if you will, to the series. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We are using seasons mod, so there's not a lot to do yet. We have to do it by seasons. And in fact, congratulations to the console guys. I just realised you lot have got seasons mod as well now, which is fantastic news for you guys. Awesome. Glad you have, because it's a fantastic mod, completely game changing. Takes farms into a next level. But yeah, we're going to be focusing a lot more farm sim now. I basically had a little break. I do this every December. You guys know this if you've been subscribed for a... Whoa, stop, John Deere. If you've been subscribed for a while, you know I usually take breaks around December, just because work gets really busy. And we want to go... Actually, I'm indicating the wrong way. We want to go left, not right. Let's go ahead and indicate that way. And we'll head out of here. Look at the light. The lighting on seasons is incredible. Completely game changing. I don't know anything, because I don't... Obviously not a Giants partner, but... expect something, at least the lighting engine from Seasons in FS19, or a dulled down version of Seasons to be in the base game, because this is literally incredible. I love the lighting. I know I've used Seasons loads of times, but every time I don't use it for a while and then use it again, it blows my mind. So we've got all the leaves off the trees here, which they will grow back, of course, in the spring. Well, yeah, it should be back by summer. So that's the road we went up a minute ago. You may have saw that in the little speed laps. So I'm going to quick drive to the field, and I'll see you guys in a second. Right, okay, ready. So we're now just coming up towards our field today. This one is field 34, 35, 34. So a little break the immersion a little bit. I actually tried this last time I tried to record this field with the... first of all, I tried the T6. That didn't go very well. So I tried it with the T-dub. That didn't go very well. So hopefully today goes a lot better. So I'm going to turn the beacons off. Now I know there's a lot of comments every time I do this saying in real life the farmers tend to just leave the beacons on, so it saves blowing the bulb out. But I don't know. I kind of like turning it off. Now I'm actually going to go straight forward. Now it looks like we're going randomly diagonally down the field, but if you get the PDA, you can see that going straight forward kind of makes sense actually. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and put it into neutral real quick whilst we come into the cab and set this all up. Let's go ahead and turn the GPS on. What is the width of this thing actually? Let's quickly check. So it is 4.8 meters, not 6. 4. Yeah, that would do actually. 4.6 will do. Turn the offset off, and we'll do a little bit like that. GPS on, and we should be away. So let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded first of all. See, the front wheel's got a bit weird there. So I'm going to be doing my passes first and then my headland. I think that's going to be the best solution. Oh, I'm not in gear. It's going to take a while to adjust to this gear thing, guys. Do bear with me. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and come onto the field. And then we'll lower her down. Like so. There she goes. And we'll make a crack. GPS is on. What gear should we be in for this? We'll try gear 2 for now. And then if we are... Oh, hang on. 4-wheel drive. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Try that again. There we go. Just needed a bit of 4-wheel drive. And she's away. We might need to shift down to gear 2. Gear 1 even. We'll leave it in gear 2 for now. I think it's going to work. Fuck, we'll try gear 3. Yeah, okay, gear 3. It's quite comfortable in gear 3. So some people are probably going to say this tractor is a little bit big for what we're using today, but like I said, I did try this exact field in one of our tractors from our farm. Didn't go too well, so we switched to the John Deere for now. See how fast those front wheels are moving as well. They are working, but our engine load is at 100%. So we probably could try G4, but I think that's going to make us stall. Once again, I'm not a real-life farmer, so I'm not very good with the gears just yet. It's going to take some adjusting. I'll tell you what, let's try it. Let's try shifting down to G4, see what that does. No, 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 no. Gosh, we nearly stalled. Right, go. No. Go, 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 go. John Deere. We have to go down to G2 for this. So once again, we are using the clutch there to try and pull off. And we're on a hill, so it didn't go very well. But I hope you guys enjoy this, because I'm going to have a lot of headaches trying to use this gearbox, so please bear with me. Right, I think we're going too slow now to move up to G3. Gear 3, whatever the G stands for. How are we doing here? Can we open this window? Don't think so. What about that side? I thought we could open this window. Apparently not. Oh yeah, we can. It's just the dot's a little bit weird. There we go. There we go. Come on, John Deere. Pull! It kind of looks like... No, that's the wrong button. Let's try turning diff locks off a minute. No, that's not working. So, other mods that I've got that tries to make this a little bit realistic, guys, is I also have an edited version of terrain response. So if it's been raining, we can get bogged down. Of course, MR does that as well, so there's even more chance of us getting bogged down. Little things like that, basically, trying to make this a little bit more realistic for you guys. Got the gearbox, which I have to think of. So every tractor's pretty much got a clutch. In fact, the only thing I have that doesn't have a clutch is the pickup truck, because in real life, cars don't have clutches if they're automatic, whereas tractors do. Right, I think, how far can we get to the edge here? I think we're going to go about here. Stop, clutch in. Let's get that lifted up. Awesome. Why are we not moving? John Deere. Oh, hang on. This is a weird one. You have to tell it to go into reverse and then put it into a gear. Really strange setup. I'm not really sure what this is. But yeah, you have to put it into reverse and then choose a gear. Really strange. Then we turn it off and then we choose a gear again. I'm going to try gear 2 this time. And we're going to skip a roll because this is quite a bad turning circle. We've got quite a small working area here. So we'll go into this pass here. And actually, we could probably get away with that. I was going to reverse in, but we're doing about 2 headlands. That's probably going to work out okay, actually. Let's get that lowered down. Now, this should go a lot easier because we're using... oh, hang on. What gear should we be in? We'll try gear 1 first of all. And we'll wake our way up the gears. Gear 3. I'm not going to try gear 4. I don't think that's going to be needed today. So yeah, this is basically going to be us. We're using Seasons mod, so we have to do all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is quickly do a little time lapse. Sit back, enjoy, or of course skip to the end of the time lapse if you don't want to see it. And I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Okay, so we've gone ahead and got one of our hard workers, Billy Bob's back. He's going to be finishing that field real quick because we have another job to do today. So we're going to jump into our Hilux here. Once again, you guys ask for me to use this all the time. It's red this time, not white like it was in Sandy Bay. But I do like this truck. It's probably my favourite pickup truck for English maps out there. The Land Rover is a little bit too small, but this thing really does fit the bill. We've also got... Landy Kid noticed this. So here we've got the little Suzuki parked on our driveway. But it's got Honda wheels, which is interesting. But yeah, we're going to jump into the Hilux. We need to pick something up from the store real quick, bring it back, and then we'll crack on with our next job. I just need to do my little cheat thing to make sure the camera's a little bit too low on this thing, so I'd like to do that first of all. Now this thing's just automatic, no clutch or anything needed. And let's take this to the store. The store is literally around the corner, but we could have probably walked, but we need to bring something back, so we're not going to bother doing that. So yeah, I really have missed this thing. We haven't used it for a while. We went off the track there. I was too busy looking at the other screen. So yeah, this is just normal automatic like you get in real life. So there's no clutch or anything to use, which is pretty cool. We need to turn left here, I believe. Start slowing down here. So the store does have their own equipment that we can use for this. So, well, it's pretty obvious. We're picking up a pallet today because we need to go ahead and load up our sprayer. So we're going to be using either the John Deere or the T6 next. There's the local watering hole there. We just drove past OxygenDavid's burger van, so I forgot to show you that. Let's go ahead and turn into the store real quick. Let's go ahead and zoom that in. I like this truck being zoomed in. It kind of looks like, especially with the season's lighting, looks like something out of GTA. Let's go ahead and find that parking space real quick here. That should do nicely. Get the handbrake on. We'll just leave it running for now. And there should be able to get the boot lid down. There we go. Trunk lid, boot lid, whatever you want to call it. So handbrake's on. Good, it's not going to roll away. So here is the skid steer that they've got. So it's only a little JCB. This has a CVT gearbox. So another gearbox. We've used like 4 different types of gearboxes. There's a Lexion over there as well waiting to be taken. Let's go ahead and reset the head tracking real quick. Get this thing turned on. Brake off. Let's make sure we're in control mode, not camera mode, which we are. No gear. We need forward. There we go. Once again, it's going to take a couple of episodes for me to get used to the gearbox. Let's get this thing loaded up. Hopefully it goes into the back of the truck. I should have probably checked that before I was recording. But not to worry. If it doesn't work, we'll just we'll drive the skid steer up. It's only around the corner. Let's level this thing out properly. I can't really see what I'm doing for a minute. Oh gosh. That's horrifically wrong, Simulate. What are you doing? Right, let's get that thing in like that. This should... What is going on here? This skid steer should definitely work with this. This skid steer is a little tanks in real life. This ain't gonna work, is it? Oh dear, MR. Oh dear. Okay, so we've changed. We're now in a Liber. I think that's how you say that. Hopefully this thing's gonna work a lot better. Oh, forgot to get a pallet fork for it. We'll have to get that now. So yeah, the skid steer didn't work, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that's because of the weight of that, or MR, or whatever, one of the other mods we've got installed, maybe. But not to worry. Let's go ahead and hook this thing up here. Just for a bit of extra security. We have a weight for the lever here. Now, like I said, I just need to get the pallet fork real quick. We're going to rent it. £105. Not really anything to write home about. Right, let's get it in to reverse. So this thing's got another strange gearbox. This thing's got high and low. We can use high, seeing as we're not really carrying anything just yet. Anything heavy, like a heavy trailer or anything. We should be able to handle this pallet, especially with the weight on the back. Right, let's go ahead and get that hooked up. Put it back into reverse. High. A lot to remember. I'm not really sure why the reverse works like that, but there we go. Maybe, I don't feel like this is right. Let me know in the comment section if this is correct, whether there is reverse and then you have to put it back into gear. That doesn't seem right to me. I feel like we'd have high, low, and then reverse. Once again, I'm not professional. We got it. Eventually. Now, is this going to let me lift it up? Yeah, it is. Okay, this is working now. So it looks like we're using the telehandler down the store from now on. We'll just keep this down here. I might have to edit the XML so that we don't have to pay for it, but apart from that, we should be good. Right, here we go. Let's get this thing lowered into here. Right. Hopefully that slides in nice. There we go. Now I'm not going to be able to reverse this thing without breaking anything. I'll keep that in low so we don't accelerate back too fast. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. No, we've caught on some invisible trigger. Trigger? Collision. There we go. We're out. So that didn't go as smooth as I first thought. A little bit unrealistic, but that's not really my fault. I thought no, we don't want to start the engine. We're going to leave this off now. I thought the skid steer would be more than capable. Apparently not. So this is now our store vehicle, the Liber 436-7 with the weight on the back. So quickly before we go ahead and drive back, let's throw the straps over here. Did I put a button on this? No, I didn't. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. There we go. Is that one, that one. Is there another strap? Put it on just for good measure. And that actually fits pretty nice. A little bit heavy on the suspension, as you can see. But there we go. Just quickly jump back into this thing. Unfortunately, we can't close the boot lid from the outside. What was it? That one. You gonna go in? Look at that. What a nice fit. This is an awesome all-rounding truck here. If you're looking for something for a British map. Right, get this thing into reverse here. See, this is how the reverse should work. Just put it into reverse and it works. Put it back into drive and reverse goes off. See what I mean? Right, let's take this thing back to the farm and we'll get her unloaded. Right, everybody, so we are just arriving back at the farm right now, our farm. As you can see, Billy Bob's gone ahead and got the T6 ready to go for us there, which is nice of him. He's gone off to work the John Deere, like I said earlier. So let's go ahead and put this thing into reverse real quick. I can't really see anything from here, which is a bit unrealistic. Definitely some things I'd love to change about this truck. I did try putting beacon lights on this pickup. Didn't go very well, unfortunately. Right, let's go ahead and put that into neutral. Well, we would be park in real life, but there is no park option. Put that into control mode. We'll get the hatch lower down, get it turned off, and get the straps off. That's the final thing we have to do. We'll get this loaded up. So the main farm does have a... Let's get these straps off a minute. But yeah, the main farm does have a self-propelled sprayer, but down here we've got this one here, which is the Holder IN250. So this will do us for now. We've got little chocks on there so it doesn't roll away. Nice one. This one. There's also MR, braking immersion. This one's also MR, so that's why we have this one. It's not just a random pick. So let's go ahead and jump in to the T6, which unfortunately doesn't have a trigger outside. Get it booted up. Turn the hazard lights off here a minute. Right, there we go. Get this, our bearings with the front loader. Handbrake off. Oh gosh, I put the clutch in. Right, clutch in. Let's see if we can get this thing off without causing a mess. We all know what Farm Sims physics is like with the bales and the pallets, so we'll give it our best shot. In fact, let's do it in third person, just so it doesn't get too messy here, and you guys actually get something to look at. A slower gear, please. Much slower gear, please. In fact, I'll just play with the clutch a little bit. No? Come on, you can do it. Lower it down a little bit. No, we missed that completely. Well done, Simulate. It's going to be very fidgety to getting this off. That's the only thing without not using a trailer. We've got to try and make sure we don't hit the boot hatch. Or trunk hatch, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so we kind of got it. There's some weird collision stuff going on here, and I'm not really sure why, but we'll get this move out the way a minute. We'll get the John Deere in with the... We'll get the sprayer all hooked up, and that should be done. So what I'm going to do is leave... We'll get the beacon lights off a minute. We'll leave this here, like this. See what's going on here? There's some weird stuff going on. You gotta love Giant's bale and pallet physics. You just got to. So we'll get that turned off. That should do it for now. We'll jump into John Deere. This is probably going to be our last job of today. So this video's getting a little bit long now. Oh, listen to that. That is a beautiful sound. So here we go. This is the John Deere. What model is this actually? I don't actually know if I'm being completely honest. This is the 6810. Love this thing. Well, love the sound of it. I remember this tractor from FS15. I believe I was using this on Nayswell, if you guys remember that. Nayswell Farm Extended. Right. Let's go ahead and collect this thing. Probably should have moved the pickup truck out of the way, but that's fine. We should have more than enough room here to work. Right, so let's get this thing reversed real quick. Why won't it work? Oh yeah, hang on. This is the weird gearbox. We need a neutral, then we need a gear. What is it with the John Deere transmissions? I'm not sure if it's like that in real life or not, but they just make no sense. Right, there we go. This should be the money right here. This one should be the money shot. Just aim with the 3-point, and we are in. Get it all hooked up, and we're good to go. So where did I put the pallet? Over there. Let's get it out of reverse. Could be able to pull off in there. Should be able to pull off, sorry, in gear 2. And we'll get it filled up. So stop here. Neutral, handbrake. But we'll let that fill up. So we are doing this huge field next to us now, which is ready to be seeded. We just want to go ahead. In fact, it might already be fertilised. It might come fertilised. I've not checked just yet, but we'll have a look. So yeah, sorry about episode number 1's been a bit of a shambles, guys. Like I said, this is the first episode, so we're just basically getting the map into a way that we like it. So it's probably not going to be how we want it to be until about spring, maybe even summer. I'd say spring. So we're just getting everything laid down now so it can grow in time. So we're using 6-day seasons, by the way. I forgot to mention at the beginning. So this is only day 1, as you can see up the top there, first of spring, or first day of spring. So it goes up to 6. This is not fertilized. Awesome. So let's go ahead and line ourselves up with here. So this is our field. You guys won't start off with this field. I've gone ahead and bought this for myself off camera. Get this unfolded. So hopefully this is not too much for the John Deere to handle. Should be fine. Right, make sure it's fully extended, and we'll lower it down like so. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Oh, hang on, I'm not in gear. There we go. Forgot about the clutch. I need to zoom the camera out a minute. Let's get this thing. This thing's not working. Put the side panel. Why is this? I pressed the wrong button, that's why. There we go, it is working with the side panel. So now we're away. We're a little bit too far off here. Let's line ourselves up a bit better. So what is the work commit from this thing? I'm not actually sure. There we go, we're away now. So yeah, I need to go ahead and finish this field. So like I said, this has just been a pilot episode. I hope you guys haven't found it too boring. I promise it will get more interesting as time goes on. We get the farm into a position that we like. It's been a bit like Sandy Bay. If you guys remember Sandy Bay, that was pretty much the same, really. The first couple of episodes on Sandy Bay were a bit boring, and then it really started to take off when we got the farm in the position that we want. Well, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are glad that the realism stuff is back. I'm still doing West Coast, I should mention that, and I also might have another map coming out in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, West Coast isn't going anywhere. That's just my more fun map because it's not as realistic as this one. But hope you guys enjoy. If you did enjoy, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.